What up, what up, what up? How you guys doing, MS Gym Nation? This is Trevor coming at you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all across the world. My name is Trevor Wicken. I'm the founder and creator of the MS Gym. And if you're just joining us, I want to tell you welcome. We're super happy you're here. And this is where you're going to learn how to exercise, restore that movement in your body, get your life back, man. Every exercise that we talk about in the MS Gym is specifically designed to work around your MS damage and allow you to truly function again, regain your body again, find your strength, balance, coordination, all that kind of fun stuff. So we're in the middle of a series this week because what we do is we break down a series of exercises throughout the week and then we rock it out on Friday as the full circuit. I like to break down all the pieces so that you can practice all the pieces so that when you go through the exercises, it's not me talking the whole time, it's us moving, all right? So what we're talking about this week is the rotator cuff. Okay, the rotator cuff is this bad boy right here. It comes around and it connects in right here and works on the front, or connects down, sorry, on the deltoid, okay? So you can see it comes this way, and why it's called a cuff is it actually scoops around. So it starts back here, and then it actually goes under these bones right here and connects in this way, all right? So it's called a cuff because it holds your shoulder in place. Now, the function of the rotator cuff is to stabilize the scapula and stabilize the humerus so that this humerus bone can sit on that scapula, sit in the joint, and actually move. So when we tear our rotator cuffs, that is not a good thing. That is no bueno, okay? Because if you tear your rotator cuff, your shoulders become really unstable, and then all kinds of stuff goes wrong. Your neck gets involved, your pecs get involved, your other hip gets involved, all kinds of stuff, and that can really affect MS. The other thing is that with MS, you guys are sitting a lot more, you guys are using walkers, wheelchairs, and you're having to transfer and walk, and the thing is most people walk around like this. Not a lot of people know how to get blades underneath and use their walker, use a cane, use crutches, use walking poles, whatever. So when people go to stand up, they're like this. That is a rotator cuff waiting to happen, a rotator cuff tear waiting to happen. You got to get dialed back and sit up so you can actually transfer. Okay, so this is a very important series to do if you have shoulder issues, because if your rotator cuff ain't stable, your arm ain't moving, all right? So yesterday we talked about releasing that subscapularis right through here, releasing the pec, and then working on shoulder depression to counteract that subscapularis, because it's a big muscle on the front, and then you got the three littler muscles on the back. So out of the four rotator cuff muscles, 25% of your rotator cuff is your subscapularis, okay? Big stinking deal. If that thing is overactive and taking over, that means the rest can't work, all right? So what we're going to be working on today are these bottom two. You got your infraspinatus here, and you got your teres minor right there. Okay, so those muscles are responsible for external rotation and external rotation. So infraspinatus is here, teres minor is here. That is what keeps your shoulder blades open and down. External rotation in that shoulder blade is what allows you to lift overhead, reach across, pull back, and not pop your shoulders out of joint, okay? External rotation in the shoulder is very, very important, so you got to pay attention today. So the thing is, a lot of times with MS is that you'll lose your ability to kind of feel things, right? Because not only is the motor nervous system, or the motor system of the brain affected, the sensory nerves of the brain are affected too. So you got motor neurons affected and sensory neurons affected. So a lot of times when we talk about rotator cuff, and I'm telling you guys to rotate out with this humerus and go this way and use that arm and not, or use the scapula and not your forearm, you don't even know what I mean because your brain doesn't know what I mean. So I'm going to show you a couple ways to actually use a resistance band to create the proprioceptive or the kinesthetic awareness in your body to actually get your brain to be like, oh, I'm using the rotator cuff and I'm not just using my forearm just to go in and out. So the first muscle I want to talk about is the infraspinatus. Okay, so I'm always like this. So I use these analogies because people remember it. It's going to be, don't shoot, all right? And then teres minor is going to be like, I ain't got no money, right? So don't shoot, I ain't got no money, right? So that's the deal, right? So those are the two drills. So you got the don't shoot and the I ain't got no money. Technically, this is called external rotation in abduction, and this is called external rotation, okay? So when we talk about the infraspinatus and we talk about rotation on any case, okay, what we want to talk about is when we rotate, you want to think about like having a dot, like a sticker dot on your bicep. It needs to go from pointing forward to pointing up, okay? So from pointing forward to pointing up. And the key thing is with your rotator cuff, let me move this chair. Key thing is with your rotator cuff is as it moves, or in external rotation, as it moves, you don't want this to happen. You don't want this to happen. You don't want to shrug. So if that means that you can only rotate down here, because if you go up any higher, this happens, that means that your shoulders are out of balance, you're too tight in your pec, you're too tight in your subscap, you're too tight in your neck, so you've got to practice down here first. It takes a lot of skill to be up here and not shrug. Okay? That's why when I see people bench pressing like this, I'm like, oh my gosh, not good. Your trainer sucks. I seriously have seen that. Or push-ups like this. I literally will see a trainer sitting there watching their client and their shoulders are like this while they're doing push-ups, and I'm like, stop. So anyway, that's my rant. So when you do this, I want you right here. So this actually gets you locked into a pressing position, a rowing position, anything like this. You have to be locked into that rotator cuff in order to make it happen. So this is a really important exercise. So what you want to do is sit up nice and tall and put your elbows to the side. Not locked into the side, but just out to the side, okay? Then all you're going to do is raise up just to the point where you don't shrug your shoulders. Okay, if you start shrugging your shoulders here, don't go there. Keep your blades in your back pockets. So shoulder blades lock in your back pockets. We're going to be right here, and then all we're doing is we're using the muscle on your shoulder blade to rotate your arms back. Okay, and when they rotate back, you just want to be about right here. Okay, you don't need to be back here or anything like that, but you just want to get them back so you're in this frontal plane. You're in between two panes of glass. Okay? So you're going to rotate up, and your hands want to be open. Got it? Okay. Now, a lot of times people can't even feel what the heck that means. So a lot of times what I'll have them do is put, especially if it's a beginner, put a piece of TheraBand underneath themselves. And these are cool. These are these CLX bands because they have loops. But you can just tie a loop, whatever. We use these in our Moving Strong program all the time. And then you're just basically going to hold this side so it doesn't slide, okay? And you can do this one at a time. Or if you got a wheelie walker, you can kind of just wrap this thing around and you're good to go. Now what you're going to do is you're going to hold this band out this way, whoop, okay? And then this one, you want to get enough tension that you feel it, so there wants to be some tension right here. And then all you're going to do is lock the shoulder blade down. So see how I go from bunchy shirt, so lots of wrinkle here, to not. So you want to be right there, and then you're just going to open the hand up. So you're going to get a wide chest, shoulder blades down, abs in, and all you're going to do is rotate back, okay? Or if you want to hold on to this thing, you can hold on to this thing. But you are going to rotate back, hold it, and then you're going to come back down. Now you don't need a resistance band, but sometimes it helps people feel that rotator cuff kicking in because there's a resistance on you. So however you want to do it, okay? So I'll do non-resistance band on this side, and we'll do resistance band on this side, okay? All right, here we go. So I'm going to go diagonal here. Let me back my train up. Boop, boop. All right, here we go. So I want one shoulder blade back, one arm up to where you're comfortable. Make sure you're not shrugging. Let it come down flat to about right here, not down this way. Don't let your chest drop. So just to about right there, and then you're going to slowly rotate back. So you're going to use these muscles to create the motion. Hand open if you're not doing a band, and go. So it's a 1, 2, come back down slow, pause. Okay, don't let your shoulders shrug. And 2, 2, come back down, pause. And 3, 2, come back down, pause. And 4, 2, come back down, pause. Try not to lean to the opposite side. Keep your blades down, keep your abs in. Up, 5, 2, coming back down. 6, 2, your shoulder may start burning. That means it's working. 7, 2, and 8, 2. Good job. All right. Other side. All right. So I'm going to use a band on this one. All I'm going to do is hold this band over here in that blade position, and then I can wrap it around, I can grip it. If I got loops, that's fine, but then I'm just gonna open, okay? All right, so we're locking it down here. This side is my stability arm, so we're out to the side this way, underhand, and we pull. So it's a 1, 2, bringing it back down. 2, 2, bringing it back down. See how I got shruggy? This is my faulty shoulder. It likes to creep up. So I got to make sure my shoulder blade's down. 3, there it is. 2, I feel that now. Good job, coach. And go. 4, 2, and you can kind of just keep this elbow bent, not a big deal. 5, 2, come back down. 6, 2, abs are in, come on. 7, 2, and if you see me from the side, it looks like these. 8, 2, let me do 2 more so you see it from the side. See, my elbow is my fulcrum. 9, 2, back down, drop the shoulder blade. 10, 2. Now that move is very tough for a lot of people. So if you're struggling with that a little bit, you're not alone. It's super common. So it takes a lot of energy to hold your arms up and move like that. Like, it's tough, all right? So that's the don't shoot move. Now that works infraspinatus, the big external rotator. Now we're going to work on teres minor, which is a smaller external rotator, but important because we do a lot of stuff down here. And you guys work from down here. You're not up here a lot. All right, you guys work from down here, and it's going to be important to externally rotate the shoulder so that you can stand up properly in your chair, because the minute that you try to stand up like this, you're going to hurt yourself. All right, so this is a super important one. So this is the exact same motion. We were here. Now all you do is just put your hands down this way. So your hands are out, kind of just chilling. You bring them up, and you're good to go. All right, so abs in. Blades down. You don't want to be tucked in like this. Your blades are just down this way, and all you're doing is just rotating out. Like, yo, man, I ain't got no money, right? So shoulder blades down this way, and you're going to go out and come back. So from a side view, you're this way, you're going to go out and come back. So again, that dots on your bicep is facing forward, and then now it's facing you guys. So you want to think about rotating your upper arm bone, not your forearm. Okay, this one people screw up a lot. They sit there and they're like this, trying to do rotator cuff stuff like that. Does that even look right? No. So you got to be here, and it's your whole arm, your upper arm bone has to rotate out. Now there's a couple ways to use resistance on this. You can do a double, okay? You can go double whammy here where you put your hands out this way. You probably want to scoot forward in your chair, and you can pull out. So you can go this way and come back in. Go this way and come back in, or you can wrap it or loop it, and then you're just going out this way. Out this way. Okay? All right, so let's do a double whammy on this just for the sake of time, and then you can focus on one arm at a time if you need to. If you have one arm that's weaker than the other, do one arm at a time. Do your good arm first so your brain's like, oh, I know what I'm doing, and then that'll help you mimic that on the more affected arm. All right? Here we go. So hands are down this way. You can put your hands kind of right over the top of your wheelie walker, or you can go a little bit lower, whatever makes you happy. So you're going to hold loosely on these bands, and you're going to rotate those upper arms out. Okay? Shoulder blades down, abs in, relax your chin, and we pull. So it's a 1, 2. Oh, look at that. I got the perfect little space. And 2. I'm right in between my armrest and my brake. That is perfect. I got a little groove. Get your groove back, man. And go. 3, 2, and come back. Use that upper arm bone, not just your forearms. Come on. Upper arm bone. 4, 2. Use your humerus. This is a funny drill. Humerus. 5, 2. Coming back. Get it? And 6, 2. Misty calls me the king of cheese for a reason. And go. 7, 2. Coming back out. Last one. And 8, 2. And come back in. So again, if you need to hold this and do one side at a time, that's totally cool. Or you can just rock it out and just do it without a band. Okay? And just find that rotation in your body. Find that rotation on your own. Okay? The band, again, just kind of helps you connect in. But there's just as much benefit of doing it and being able to do it without resistance, because it teaches your brain to create your own internal resistance It's for when you go to lift your arm or do something like that and you do not have a weight in your hand. So you kind of got to train both if you're having an issue. Okay? All right. That's it. That's what I want you guys focused on. So yesterday we released subscap. We released pec. We worked on shoulder depression. Today we work on external rotation infraspinatus, and we work on external rotation teres minor. Tomorrow we are going to be going into supraspinatus and what is called scapulohumeral rhythm. I've got rhythm. I've got sunshine. I've got scapula. Who could ask for anything more? If you guys like this video, give me some like. If you want to heart it, give me some hearts. I'll talk to you guys later. Have an awesome day. I'm out.